Hello and welcome back to a brand new season of The Verdict. We'll be starting off this semester by looking at some of the remakes studios have decided to make this year, so stick around for more. Hello everyone, my name is Hugh, and today I'm joined by my co-host. We got Bree and we've got Rashaun here with me today. We are coming to you live from the Minecraft Nether. It's a fun time, we love being here. It's very warm, but it's nice. The first movie we're going to talk about today is not Minecraft from this year. It's actually going to be How to Train Your Dragon, the remake from this year from 2025. The movie stars Mason Thames, Nico Parker, and Gerard Butler. Let's watch that trailer.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He's trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
A shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
Psych! We're actually going to talk about Lilo and Stitch first. Lilo and Stitch is a beloved movie from my childhood. It's a very formative movie to my childhood. I remember every line of this movie still to this day from the original movie. So it's kind of goes without saying, I did not like this movie. But
it's terrible.
It's not, yeah, partially it's because, you know, I have a huge the high bar for it, but like, yeah, do you think this movie is a fair movie to compare with to the original?
Not even close. I have to start out with that. First off, some of the characters don't match up, and that was very disappointing. It was a no. Granted, I did cry at the end, but you know, I cried watching the animated Lilo and Stitch because I'm just a girl, Rashaun. God. Anyway, the characters were just disappointing, and I didn't like it.
Who was the most disappointing character to you? I have an easy answer for me, and that's Cobra Bubbles.
I was going to say Nani.
Nani,
Nani
yeah.
is such a disappointing character in this movie.
It felt like the whole movie was trying to convince Nani to abandon Lilo. That just felt a little weird, you know? Because that's like the whole point of the original
trying
story.
To keep her also, they say forget Ohana, which is like, well, again, that's what I don't like about this. They cut out such the important parts of the original movie. Ohana, Ugly Duckling, Nani. It's like, dude, what's the point of this if you're not going to copy anything? You could have just did a whole, just a live action sequel if you want to do it. Do it with Leroy. You got a bunch of aliens that you can follow up on.
That would have been fun. A live action Leroy movie actually would be very fun. But it felt weird. I was automatically like, I was interested like in the first beginning of the movie. Like they start almost shot for shot, like the original movie, just in live action form and in space. And that kind of got me worried immediately because like the way that they animate some of these aliens, I'm Jumba and Plinkley. I mean, they are terrifying in this movie. It reminds me of like that Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland movies with all of those characters.
Returns to Wonderland.
Alice Returns too.
As much as I love the live action Little Mermaid, it reminds me of the way the flounder and the crab looked. It just looked creepy, and I feel like those aliens are just right up there.
Yeah.
But you like the live action Little Mermaid?
Yes, just not the characters. If I was a kid watching this and I saw those characters, I'd be like, Mom, we're leaving. I'd run out of that theater. I would run.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I wonder, my theory is they did test screening for this movie. Because, big studios, they like to do test screenings where they bring in an audience of the demographic they're trying to appeal to with the
With who?
movie.
Well, originally it was supposed to be on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
They originally was going to post this whole entire movie on Disney Plus,
I
but
wonder
because
why.
Snow White bombed so hard,
Yeah.
and then a few other factors of also Captain America. Most of their movies earlier this year were not doing great, like whatsoever. So
But
they
I
originally decided to like change their mind, like, all right, we're gonna release it in theaters. Why not? People love Stitch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was definitely going to draw in theaters, but I wonder how much of the, they had to redo. Like, I wonder if they went with the whole movie where Jumba and Blinkley were animated like their animated selves were in this.
And like human disguises.
Yeah, but I wonder if they threw that in later. Because there feels like a couple of those scenes are a little bit, just punched out. Like,
No,
it
I meant
doesn't
like in
feel
like
they're-
like in the original movie and like in
Yeah,
the first
where
movie,
they're
like,
just
Blinkley's in
wearing the
drag and
disguises.
They're wearing like
Yeah.
wigs and whatnot. I would have found that funny, but I
Yeah.
understand why they didn't do it.
Yeah.
It does annoy me.
The portal thing was also weird.
The portal thing was weird, but I liked it.
Yeah.
It did take out the funny end fight, like how the original had it with like the punch buggy.
Yeah.
And then, like Merry Christmas, it's your birthday.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes ever. Is that fight too? And then they make Jumba the evil guy. Like he's the big. There's no
Yeah, He's
Gantu.
not supposed to be the evil guy. He's
Yeah.
supposed to be the nice guy, and that's kind of the whole
Yeah,
purpose.
he's
of
just
him.
a crazy
and now they
mad
just made him mean,
scientist.
and I'm just like, the minute I saw that he was a mean character, I was just like, I don't even want to watch it.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's like, where's Gantu? Like, you could have done Hamsterville if anything.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to have a bad guy. And actually, if you ever get a chance later on in the day or just whenever, go to YouTube, type in Doobus Goobus Lilo and Stitch. It's a funny little few-minute bit. It's like, I'm Jumba and I hate you now. But you're my daddy. No, I hate you. And it's like, it's the difference. I was like, oh, they cut out Gantu. I don't know why.
yeah. They cut out Gantu. They cut out a lot, from the beginning. The luau scenes were odd. I felt like. I mean,
I was disappointed that she didn't punch Myrtle, which I'm pretty sure that's not even Myrtle. That's some other girl.
she
but like,
pushes her
she
too.
just pushes
yeah.
her, and I'm like, dude, what?
Yeah,
You
and
don't
it was
throw
sort
hands.
of-
That's why I
yeah.
was like, I wish she would have done more like the live action, like especially in that scene
Like, going
specifically,
ham.
like
Yeah.
like that was sweet. Like do hard punch, give something the audience will remember. Like even like the little ugly duckling scene, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Like they missed out on so many parts that made it, nostalgia. I'm probably saying that wrong. Hate at me in the comments. I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I feel like at the end of this movie, I'm wondering, why is Stitch even still here? Like, he's not welcome into this household,
Now,
throughout the
granted-
entire movie.
because apparently Ohana doesn't mean anything. Yet that's
No.
what the whole movie is about. Is Ohana means family, and then Nani the whole time is like, I don't
would
really
go
want to
study
get rid of her,
Marines.
but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go follow my dream and good luck. And it's like, well, dang, like she's just a kid.
I feel like...
And she gives
Yeah.
Lilo away is the biggest sin, I think, in this movie. Is
Yes.
the fact that she just like, I'm sorry, I gotta give you up. I can't take care of you. Go
Yeah.
live with the neighbors. What are you on? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm busy. What are you on? No.
That's not how it
That's why when I went to go see this movie, I walk out of it with my girlfriend and I ask her like, "Hey, did you like it? Did you like this one more than the original?" And she goes, "Yeah, I think I like this one a little bit more." And I'm like, "You traitor!"
Yeah,
You-
that breaks my heart.
And we literally watched the original Lilo and Stitch the night before coming to see the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What? How do you say this is better? This is terrible."
Yeah, I feel like if the original movie, it feels like you're looking through it, even though it's animated, you're looking through as an optimist at the real Hawaii, sort of, where you're taking still sort of that Disney nostalgia. Oh, Hawaii's amazing kind of thing, but you're showing off all the great aspects of Hawaii in that original movie. This feels like it's a cynic's way of looking at what real Hawaii is, where you're looking more at the tourism nature of it. There's a scene where Soda's spraying people with the soda spray thing, and it's like,
Soda nozzle and whatnot.
yeah, they surf for 3 minutes. Oh, before we move on to any other movie, I have to say I laughed out loud when Nani started carrying Stitch, walking up the island shelf into the water, so just swimming to the surface. I lost my mind. I had to take a couple pauses watching this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of had to roll my eyes, kind of look sideways a little bit every
Ow.
time. I don't remember the girl's name. The little girl who plays Lilo I don't understand what the screaming was. I get it, she's a 6-year-old girl, but the screaming was like, dude, calm down.
Yeah, I can't.
I forgot his name.
I can't fault Lilo, the actress that played Lilo, because it's 6.
They're all trying their best with the script. They are trying their best, and they're doing all they can. I think the best person in this film, David.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I like David a lot. I like how they intro him a lot in the first movie, and it's hard to do that kind of scene where he burns the thing down because of a fire twirling accident. But I feel like a little bit of their scenes are kind of just kind of thrown out the window a little bit. Some of that chemistry build up, like Lilo telling him in the original movies, like Dani thinks you have a cute butt, it's like, and then all he hears is that he thinks it's fancy. But I gotta be honest, I might give this a negative score.
Negative.
I might do a negative. It's not as bad as Mulan. I will give it that. I don't think it's as bad as Mulan.
No, that's fair. No, there's no good Disney live action remake besides Cruella, in my opinion.
Jungle Book. I like Jungle Book a little bit, but yeah, it's hard to beat originals. But I'm giving this a -1. That's all I can muster for this movie.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, as much as I felt like it could have been better, I did think it was still somewhat good, just because it did kind of remind me of my childhood. I'd have to do it 5 out of 10. Some of it was good, but it wasn't enough for me to go and watch it again. It was just kind of a meh movie. Yeah, it's just kind of meh.
That's fair.
So I have to meet in the middle, and what I would say is I'd probably give it. I'd give it a 2.
Okay.
I'd give it a 2 because I'm not gonna put this on in the background. If I'm gonna show my cousins or something else to watch. I'm showing them the original or the TV show or the spinoff movie.
If they're if they're that obsessed with Stitch, maybe show them this one too. But I wouldn't, not for that.
Quality over whatever this is.
Yeah, definitely. But that's all we've got for that movie. If you want to watch it, go watch it if you want. America. I mean, let us know how you think this movie is. Maybe we're being too hard. Maybe we're just looking through nostalgia glasses too much. I'm not sure.
Could be.
But we got to talk about this next movie, though. I'm a lot more excited to talk about this one. Bree, what do you got for us this week?
So the movie I chose was Superman. The movie stars David Cornwett, Rachel Brosnahan, and Nicholas Hoult. I pronounced all of those names wrong, but
No, you got the
I
last
did
one
not.
right.
Yeah, the last one you got.
Okay.
Yeah. Last
Okay.
one's right.
But besides me messing up all those names, besides the last one, let's check out this trailer.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
it's a
but-
lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States will
representing
cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And
More.
doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
So that was the trailer. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Nicholas Hoult is also in the movie Warm Bodies as the main zombie, and I thought he was phenomenal. But that's just me.
That was maybe what?
But it was a good movie, and
That
he
is
did
at least
great
a decade
again.
ago.
He
Yeah.
did great again.
Yeah, he was fantastic. I love Lex Luthor in this movie. This is maybe my favorite Lex Luthor. I might
character in the
dare,
film.
yeah, best character in the film too. I would also say this is probably easily my favorite Lois Lane. I think Lois Lane actually has stuff to do in this movie. She's not just like Amy Adams Lois Lane. Like she's just like there to be supplied exposition. Like, it feels like through that whole movie, it just feels like, oh, you have to learn about how Superman came to be, where Superman comes from. Who doesn't know the story of Superman? Who on planet Earth has not heard of Superman? Who hasn't heard of Krypton, Kryptonite, the Fortress of Solitude, any of that? Who has, like, that's what I love this movie for. You don't need any of that. You just need, like, here, he's here, this is where we are. And
well, I mean, to be fair, I don't understand somebody who would go watch a Superman movie and not understand who he is, his background, anything like that.
Yeah.
At that point, it just kind of seems like you wasted your money. So, you know,
No, there
like,
are
why go in the first
people.
place?
I remember when I was younger, I was over at a cousin's house and my stepmom, we were watching some type of Justice League movie, and she was looking weirdly at Superman and was like, how can he do X, Y, and Z? And I was like, because he's from a different planet. You didn't know this? Like, everybody knows Superman's from a different planet. She asked my cousin in the next room, like, hey, did you know Superman from a different planet? He goes, no. I was like, oh, guess not. I'm like, hey, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, maybe those are the only two.
But I like the fact also, that brings up another thing of, I like that comic book movies nowadays, they are not really showing much of the origin, because everybody knows this. And if you don't know it, look it up yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's such a waste of time. That's why we stopped doing all the Batman and the Spider-Man origin stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, let's get to the interesting stuff. Let's get to the main plot. I'm tired of looking at how everything's settled.
There's like 7 different movies that have done the origin of Superman. You know, there was one a decade ago that did the origins of Superman. There was one in 2006 that tackled. I mean, I guess that one was a sequel, but like, yeah, they've done Superman. You know, you've done it so many times. It's just like Batman. There's been Batmans. Everybody knows Batman.
But it's also nice that they're changing the plot, like not the plot, but they are changing how the origin is. Because in the original origins, it was that just the planet's exploding and, got sent away. This one, the planet's exploding, yeah, but they're sending him to conquer and get his own harem.
Yeah.
So,
they're
doing that also in the, sort of, kind of in the My Adventures with Superman a little bit, where Kryptonians are actually conquerors and not, peaceful people, but whatever.
They
But I
really
like that.
Spice it up,
Yeah, change it up, add a little bit of flavor to the origin.
Added it's a pinch of Omni-Man, right? It's a pinch of Omni-Man.
A pinch of Omni-Man.
All you need is just that little bit of maybe he's here to kill all of us eventually,
Don't worry, we're gonna have that Invincible. We're gonna have that Invincible seasons 1, 2, and 3 review.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna have that for you guys
later on this season of The Verdict. But I think because we've had like Homelander and Omni-Man since like the last 2 Superman movies, you can kind of feel those influences in there. You can also definitely tell this is a James Gunn movie.
Yeah.
This is James Gunn. I think James Gunn really wanted to do a Justice Gang movie. And they said, no, you need to do Superman. So he said, okay, but we're going to have Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. We're going to have Valkyrie. We're going to have Mr. Terrific.
Which that's another thing I was kind of worried for about Guy Gardner. In my opinion, not the worst, but one of the most annoying Green Lanterns. I don't like Guy Gardner. Yeah. Guy Gardner is such an annoying, just too cocky Green Lantern. Yeah. But I love that they got Nathan Fillion for it. And he worked it so awesome. Well. He did so well as Guy Gardner. I actually, if honestly, I'd like to see him in his own solo movie. If Nathan Fillion's going to keep playing him and James is going to keep writing it, I'd like to see him get his own solo movie because I did like his bits in the movie.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm pretty sure I'm agreeing with everybody on this. I don't like his hair. I don't like the bowl cut.
I don't like it, but it works.
I don't know, just bowl cuts in general, I don't like them on anybody. So if you have a bowl cut, no offense, please go change your hair. Yeah. I know you like it, but trust everybody around you does not.
Yeah, that's our message for you today. Please go cut your hair if you have bowl cuts, but it fits the character pretty well, because he is such an absurd, meanie butt to everybody on the team. Mm-hmm. So
the haircut matches.
Yeah, the haircut matches the personality pretty well. I love that part. I love the Daily Planet stuff too.
I love that too. Good, yeah. Again, I've only seen mostly the animated Superman movies, so where
Daily Planet actually has stuff to do.
Exactly. I've only watching the anime stuff. You've seen most of the other live action ones, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because I know Man of Steel, they had Daily Planet in there a little bit, and even the classic one they had it, but barely. I know, wasn't it Superman 3? that had like that whole bingo thing going on. The plot.
I believe that's right. We could be wrong on that, but yeah.
But I like how this one, Daily Planet, is actually playing into the story itself, like while Superman's actually going out and fighting Lex and doing the Bravia thing.
Yeah.
Daily Planet, Lois Lane, which, give it to my boy Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy Olsen.
My boy Jimmy Olsen.
Another great character. Great
actually
character.
going out there and like actually trying to uncover stuff.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about with Jimmy Olsen, go watch the movie.
Go watch
it.
Go watch the movie because we're about to spoil a little bit for you.
But I love how Daily Planet works. So like, okay, we're gonna uncover this whole Bravia thing that Lex is trying to do with it. So I love that.
I love Eve. I love Lex's girlfriend Eve too.
Yeah.
She was nice.
I think she was good. I think she was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so disheartening what her storyline, but it's so funny.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. They already announced the next movie, Man of Tomorrow, where Lex Luthor will actually have his like green suit, his green and purple suit to fight Superman. I'm hoping she shows back up. Just because it'd just be nice. It'd just be nice to have everybody come back.
Somehow they got back together. Yeah,
God,
that would be funny. That would be funny.
Yeah, but honestly, okay. So funny thing, I've seen this movie 4 times now.
Wow.
First time I watched it was in regular theaters. Second time was in 4DX, and third time was in IMAX. Didn't care for the IMAX. Loved the 4DX, and I thought it was regular. But I thought it was pretty good in every format.
The question is, what would you rate it?
Honestly, out of watching it 4 times, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah? I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I like the Bravia parts. I thought that was fun. I don't know if that necessarily fit with the rest of the movie. If there was anything to cut, it would be that part. I would take that out because
Bravia?
Yeah, you just like float that a little bit because honestly they barely set that up at all too. They just kind of jumped straight into he started a war. He almost started a war a couple weeks ago. But it works with the plot, but I just feel like they went to it a couple too many times. They could have just done like a couple of scenes where you're like, oh yeah, these guys are fighting over here too. Superman's helping with that. But that's my one tiny bit. I love Lois Lane. Yeah, my one angle. I'm like, yeah.
Honestly, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was really good, but there's always room for improvement.
That's so true. Absolutely, yeah. It kind of works with most James Gunn movies. He's a great filmmaker, but it's always like I feel like one thing that could have just made it amazing.
I found out this year he actually made Scooby-Doo, which is crazy.
Really? The live actions?
Yeah, with Matthew Lillard. Didn't know he did that.
Oh man, interesting.
Making a really good rap sheet for himself. I'm glad he's
yeah, good for him. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, like I love those movies. The Suicide Squad, that one. Oh man, I could see some of those notes in this movie too.
His soundtracks are also really good. I'm pretty much just in general, anytime any of his movies come out, I'm always downloading their soundtracks to my Spotify.
That's very fair.
His music taste is up there.
Yeah, but alas, we've got one more movie for you. One more movie. This one I'm also excited to talk about. Rashaun, what have you brought to the table for us today?
So since we were talking about remakes and reimaginings, I decided to go ahead and talk about the new How to Train Your Dragon, because I didn't feel like torturing anybody with Snow White. Just not going to force anybody to watch that. But, let's go ahead and watch that trailer. Take a look.
I have to kill you. I will, because I'm a Viking. Hear that? I'm a Viking! It's okay. I won't hurt you. Maybe they're not as bad as we think they are.
In case you forgot, our parents' war is about to become ours. Figure out which side you're on.
They've killed hundreds of us!
And we've killed thousands of them! Toothless, no! He's a friend! You all need to see this. I'm not one of them.
So, honestly, without a doubt, I can full-on say this. You know how I said earlier that Cruella was a decent live-action remake when we were talking about Lilo and Stitch?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I can fully say, and this is documented, this is a good live-action remake that is faithful to the original. It doesn't so much as improve too much on it, but it does so well. Everybody, their performances did so freaking well in this movie. Even down to, like, honestly, the last detail. I forget the guy's name, the one who plays Stoic.
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler, okay.
He's incredible.
Yes, he is so good in this.
My favorite, I think he's my favorite performance of all of the characters. Like, there's a couple of, like, I miss kind of like Hiccup's voice in the animated just because I forget the original guy's name. The guy from...
he's in This Is the End and Sorcerer's Apprentice. I forget his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that guy. He does a great job with Hiccup's voice in that, but... This guy I don't think was bad. It's just I kind of miss some of Hiccup's like humor in that first movie. That's it though.
Yeah.
I get that. I feel like he had a little bit of his humor. I think if only thing really, the voice wasn't as grainy enough, but it's still good as its own.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I like about it. It doesn't have to be 100% match for match, and I like that it technically was, technically wasn't. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy some of the differences that they do in this movie.
Yeah.
I do like that in the beginning of this movie, you do get to see the other Vikings, the other Klansmen, I guess Klansmen or whatever you want to call them. It's been a while since I've seen the original, but I like how you see them like discussing the town hall in the beginning, because I don't remember that too much from the original. I think it was briefly, like less than it was in the remake, but I liked it still. I wish I went to go see this movie in 4DX.
Yeah, the campaigning, I think... The campaigning to fight the dragons in the sea, I think, was the biggest difference between the original and this movie. For a second, I thought they were going to they were going to try and merge like 2, like How to Train Your Dragon 2 into this, and like that whole storyline.
Little foreshadowing into the villain of that, or just something like that.
Yeah, when they went, sorry,
it's all good. I honestly thought that the whole advertising for the movie itself was good. Like, from the trailer, down to the ad, down to them answering questions. I mean, even when it was about to get released and they went to Epic Universe, which is the new world, and Universal with all the new rides, even them going there and interacting with the fans and everything, I think that made it more exciting.
Yeah, it most certainly did. I loved the flying scenes in this. It felt just like as the original, when like it felt like you were actually there along with it.
Yeah.
That, and then also, if you're watching this for like the first time, do yourself a favor and go back like a couple of scenes and close your eyes and just listen to the dialogue. Listen to the performances, honestly. Because again, Gerard Butler's Stoic, that scene where he's like, "You're not my son anymore." That one, go back and listen to that. Don't look at it, just listen. Yeah. You can feel the emotion off his voice like that. You can feel like the stuttering or the tears coming a little bit.
They got really good actors for this. I mean, even from the main characters, I mean, even to the side characters that you might not even really know the name for.
Yeah. I loved how they did a little bit different stuff though for the dragon training stuff, which I liked. It's a little different, but it's kind of the same. Again, that's what this film mostly is. It's slightly different, barely different, but still the same. Which begs the question, because a lot of people were wondering this after seeing it: why do the remake at all if just a shot for shot, like exactly same?
Yeah.
And with this, I can see a little bit of like, okay, this didn't have to be made, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think a couple things, definitely. Toothless, I think, was animated fantastically. Like, seeing the scales, seeing him, like, life like that.
To see a giant big cat on the screen.
Yeah, like, Stitch, it's one thing to complain about. Is like, Stitch is never drawn, like, super fuzzy, but he is hairy in the original. But, like, in 2D, it's hard to project that onto a three-dimensional space, but like you really can see it felt like pretty simple just to kind of be like, well, we could take this animation here, just rough up the textures a little bit.
Because they did use a bit of robotics, but go ahead.
Oh, that makes sense.
I was gonna say that's why like sometimes I feel like some movies have more advantages than others. Like obviously in Lilo and Stitch, it's so like 2D, you can't really get the the whole picture of him. But in How to Train Your Dragon, it's a dragon, and it's like you can obviously some of the details like the scales and the teeth and stuff. So when you go to make it a live action movie, you can add so many more details that make it so much more realistic.
Yeah.
And I think this is actually the first live action 3D movie, like a 3D remake live action movie. Because I'm trying to think, like with Disney, they haven't done anything like that yet with any of their 3D animated movies. Only the 2D stuff.
No, they haven't done like.
So this
Meet
is
the
actually
Robinsons.
the first live action of a 3D animated movie.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
And
Which
I
could be a
think
good
they
thing or a bad
nailed
thing.
it too.
Yeah,
They
they
only
nailed it.
a couple things I guess I would fault it for. Some of the dragon training scenes, the characters, the external characters there, I wasn't terribly impressed with the acting there. I like Snot Loud. I think he's hilarious in this
Snot
movie.
Loud was very
I love him at the beginning, where in the dynamic with his father. I think that's very, very funny. But I like the twins. I don't know. I couldn't quite get by. They were a little off for me, but no, it wasn't terribly far. It wasn't like
They felt better in the original.
It didn't feel like Zach
Yeah, when
Galifianakis.
they did the live action. The live action is just a tad bit odd, but I got the point and I still.
But I think it's also because, again, they're trying to, nowadays, again, you want to focus more on your main character and also the second main character, so it's kind of hard to balance out everybody.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of just had to, in terms of importance, those two at the very bottom, because I can't remember what the teacher's name is, but the teacher performance, he was really well as well in the original and in this one. But yeah. So honestly, if I had to think about it, this movie in general, in terms of live action remakes, 10. But in terms of just itself alone, I would give it a solid 8. 8 out of 10.
I think I would agree with that. I would probably give it a 7, but I am very, very, very happy with this movie. It was very fun. It was a lot. It was very enjoyable to watch. I felt like I was watching the movie all over again. A little bit. That first How to Train Your Dragon. I remember going to the theaters and seeing it. And I was like, oh man, this is
Yeah, I think overall I'd do a 10 out of 10, but in terms of the action movie by itself, like if it wasn't a remake, I would say a 7 out of 10.
That's fair.
Good job, DreamWorks. You did fantastic. Please
you did the
keep
first
going.
good live action remake.
Yeah, please. Whoever is president there, go off to Disney and do some more of these. I don't know.
Go get you a steak.
Go get you a steak. Go to Epcot.
We'll send you. Yeah, send us your bill. We'll pay for your steak. But
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I'll get. Well, someone will get it.
I'm
Who
poor.
knows? It might be a flank steak. Who knows? But that about wraps up our first episode of the season. Thank you very much for watching till the end. Make sure to come back next week for more movie reviews. And until next time, we will see you then.